Think of the hypest match from Evo 2022 that you watched. You might be thinking of Idom versus Kawano, the grand finals, the match for the championship. You might be thinking about Higuchi versus Daigo, a mirror match, a Guile mirror match between old versus young. You might be thinking about Chris CCH versus Just a Kid, a fight to make top 8 between two young, promising, upcoming players. But the match we're looking at today is not any of those, but I would argue that is more hype and maybe better than all of those other matches in terms of the actual hype in the gameplay. That match is Caba Guile versus Uzura Ryu, and it didn't even happen in top 192, it happened in pools. Winner's side of pools to make it out into the top 192. This match went down to the wire. It was definitely extremely hype. I only saw the end of it live, but I was told the rest of the match was just as good, and let's just get straight into it. Alright, so this match was Guile versus Ryu. Caba, best known for his Guile. He made top 8, I think 2018 Evo with Guile. He's made Capcom Cup with Guile. Gotten wins on a lot of elite players, and Uzura I feel like he doesn't have the results really, because he hasn't really played in tournaments. I haven't seen him play in a tournament besides Red Bull Kumite actually, so I don't know if it's like he just started playing more when the pandemic hit, or he just like got good during this time, or he's just like a hidden Japanese warrior. But this is kind of a classic matchup, Ryu versus Guile. Gets a clean jump in right there, and you see the new target combo that Ryu gets for the crouching. He didn't used to I think that's new this season. Stand medium punch into crouching fierce. If you're Caba in this situation, you knew that Uzura was going to be a tough match. So Caba is definitely prepared for Uzura in his path. Like we got pools a couple days before the event finalized, so Caba was ready for a tough opponent. Not sure what that V-shift was. Maybe he tried a V-shift of Fireball. And I think like the most interesting part of this matchup is like the Fireball war, because you would think that Guile would dominate the Fireball war, but Ryu kind of gets more reward when he makes a correct read. So it makes Guile scared to throw fireballs. And especially with V-Trigger 1, I think Ryu can now fight the Sonic Booms because he can charge up and make his Fireball 2 hits. One more hit. I'll do it. Not sure what that sweep was. I guess it was a V-Trigger. Yeah, crazy Fireball war right now. Just a light kick would do it from Ryu. 15 seconds on the clock. Wow, a jump in denied. I honestly feel like this was kind of a bad decision from Uzura. He could have taken 9 more seconds of chip damage, and I feel like he would have been okay still. But definitely high pressure with that 1 pixel left. Yeah, Ryu Guile is just a matchup that's going to happen in like every Street Fighter game. And I feel like the Street Fighter 5 iteration of the matchup is not really any less hype than it was before. Lots of fireballs going on. They both have different ways to enhance their fireballs. Guile with his V skill, and he has the V trigger for mini booms to win the fireball war, and Ryu also has his V trigger to power up his fireballs, make them faster and also charge them up. Crosscut flash kick. Gets a jump in, no punish, but Caba was forced to block. And nice EX flash kick. That was so important because he was cornered, and that would have been really bad if he stayed in the corner right there. But now he gained some space. Uzura with a really good jump in again, and he has super right here, so a good hit into super is gonna win him the game. He tried to react to a boom. That's why Caba did the stand medium punch to fake the boom. Uzura tried to charge up the fireball just enough to cancel out the EX boom, but he was stuck in the animation and he couldn't really charge up fast enough. I actually really like this stage too for matches. I feel like it's not really good online for some reason, and I feel like it's kind of laggy. Not sure why, since it's like a stable background, but I like how bright it looks. Uzura with the health lead and the V trigger activated. Oh, the jab boom into sweep still reaches there. Good defense from Caba. Somehow gets the back throw. Uzura just pressed a button and it got thrown. Cross cut flash kick once again. I think Uzura doesn't believe that Caba's got those. Because like most Guile players you play against, you just cross them up and they'll block it. But the really elite Guile players will cross up flash kick. Yeah, he's looking for that crouch light kick to try and close out the round. It did so little damage too. It would have been so much more hype if it was like a lot of damage on the super, but it's still so sick. I knew you could do this from a V-trigger fireball and then cancel immediately to the super. You can't just like throw a fireball and throw a super because you can't have more than one projectile on the screen. But as soon as Guile lands on the fireball and the fireball disappears from the screen, then he's able to cancel the super. And he confirms that the fireball is actually going to be landed on and does a super. And that's actually, like, Caba would have been on match point, so that's actually so critical that he was able to get that right there. If he didn't get that, he would have had to, like, find some way to chip out Caba. And that would have honestly been pretty hard against Guile, because he was all the way across the screen. Well, nice light kick into EX boom. EX DP. Good bet. Oh, no cross cut flash kick right there. And I think that was an accidental activation. I think he meant to do a boom into it. He could have punished that Sobak kick, I'm pretty sure. What a combo. I feel like Caba is making an insane comeback right now. Uzura had such a big life lead. I'm not really sure how Caba's bringing this back, but one more hit. One more guess, they tech. EX boom. Uzura has an EX boom. He's gonna try to activate. V-shift? You don't get anything from that. Except a knockdown and a little bit more space. Yeah, there's 20 seconds on the clock. One of them needs to hit the other person to win. And what a dash DP to anti-air Caba. That's such a high stress situation. They're both actually one pixel away from dying. So any hit will do it, and they're both throwing fireballs, trying to win the fireball war and get an edge. One of them finally cracks, jumps, and the other one anti-airs. That's just classic Street Fighter. Tatsu's over. I think he could have gotten the jump in, but he didn't expect Caba to actually do the boom there. Whoa, whoa! Wake up medium punch to beat the delay button. And Uzura's really gonna have to fight to make this comeback. He misses his DP. So the reason the Guile stand medium punch works right here, after Caba gets knocked down, is because Uzura expects Caba to EX flash kick. So the way you beat that is by delaying a button or delaying a throw. And when you do that, and Caba immediately presses his medium punch, he gets the counter hit. Because it's like frame trapping your delayed button. That puts Caba on match point actually. Crosscut DP though, Uzura's not out of it. Back to the zoning war. EX boom. It's a 2-hit projectile, a little bit faster as well, so it's able to get the knockdown. Yeah, that was definitely not going to reach. Really good awareness from Uzura. And a super optimal combo. And I think the reason that Uzura is able to make this so close is that he's getting a lot of jump-ins on sonic booms. I think he's reacting to the booms sometimes when he can, and he's not getting punishes on the booms, but he's actually like Caba's actually still having to block. Otherwise I think Uzura would be getting zoned out too hard. Unblockable? Oh my god, that was actually crazy. It was a combo, or I don't know if you call that a combo, but like he guard broke and that's the only thing that would have worked. And that's to make it for match point. This set is definitely not Disappointing. Sweep to punish the V-skill. Guile's V-skill startup is able to be hit by lows. Caba does the crouch walk trying to flash kick a fireball, but Uzura doesn't throw one. Nice buffer. Misses his Tatsu. Uzura with one bar, Caba with none, so Uzura's gonna have the EX fireball advantage here. Whenever he wants to throw it, he spends it right there, gets a little bit extra space. Nice flash kick from Caba. Now he's the one with an EX fireball, he flash kicks. Uzura on V trigger. Tech from Caba, what a huge risk, but pays off. 3 hits on the Ryu EX Denjin Hadouken. It's hard to explain everything that's happening. They're just throwing a bunch of projectiles and they're all canceling each other out. DP beats Caba's throw right there. It is throw invincible. 15 seconds left on the clock. Caba has to get in. He needs to find a hit. He needs to find a hit. He finds a back throw. He finds a throw bait. 2 seconds on the clock. V-shift. DP and Uzura takes it. And that is the most hype moment of Evo. Arguably, obviously other moments were higher stakes. The grand finals of the events and such. But in terms of just pure gameplay, I think this is without a doubt the hypest moment of Evo this year. I'm actually not sure. I feel like Caba could have done a Sonic Boom combo here. Like a jab into boom into forward heavy kick. I'm not sure. I'm not a Guile player, but I feel like I've seen that combo work before. But maybe it's spacing dependent. And then Caba tries to V-shift because he thinks that with 1 second left, the V-shift will make him safe. If Uzura wakes up with anything, he'll successfully V-shift. If not, Uzura's gonna be too far. But he didn't consider the one possibility of the Ryu main doing a wake up, dash forward, heavy dragon punch. This is just such a Ryu way to win a set. And then the way that Uzura just like leans back and is like, oh my god, I did that. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. It was definitely a very hype match to watch. I definitely enjoyed watching it. This was my first time watching the whole match live. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Is this the best match of Evo 2022? Some people on Twitter were calling it Evo Moment 38 for the ending. I wouldn't personally disagree. And leave a like on the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. And I will see you in the next one.